I'm always fascinated about the Asian market in general, and definitely like China itself is a really huge country and one of the main countries actually in global trade. I really love the culture, the people. I decided that I did want to study my master's in China, and that's when my actual serious research started. That's how I find China admissions. The website of China admissions was really easy to read, really easy to follow. It was like so trustworthy.
Hello everyone, I'm Alifia from China Admissions, and today I'm here with one of our amazing students, Brenda, who has just been admitted to the International MBA Program at Zhejiang University. Zhejiang is one of the top universities in China and part of prestigious C9 League University in China. She applied through our platform China Admission. I'll be interviewing her about her journey and experience applying to the study in China. Before we dive in, a big congratulations to you, Brenda, for taking
Thank
this
you.
exciting next step in your journey. Yeah, hi Brenda.
Hi, Alifia. Thank you so much for inviting me to having this interview. And I hope like whatever I need to say, like it helps like other people as well.
Sure. Yeah, can you introduce yourself to everyone watching?
Of course. So my name is Brenda. I'm from Lima, Peru. I'm currently I'm studying my undergraduate degree in international business, and I have a minor in marketing as well in the United States. But I'm also about to graduate on May, which is like in 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I'm really excited for this opportunity to study my master's in China.
Why were you eager to study in China? What inspired you to choose China for your master studies?
I think it's like really curious since like I just mentioned that like I'm studying right now in the United States, and why not like stay in here? Because actually that's a really common question that my friends ask me. But to be honest, I choose China. As I mentioned before, my major is in international business, and like I always wanted to know more about like the area and everything. And I am always curious about to like find the different points of view of business. And I think that I did get to really see the entire like point of view, like the American market and all this stuff. But I'm always fascinated about like the Asian market in general, and definitely like China itself. Like it's a really huge country and one of the main countries actually in global trade. And also because like it gives, as a country itself, it gives a lot of opportunities for international students too. And like it's a really just an amazing country itself, the culture, the people. And yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons I choose China.
How did you gather the information about university in China? Did you, for example, using online resources, or maybe attend many events, or maybe how did you first about China admissions?
So to be honest, it's quite kind of curious because I came with this idea of studying my master's like last year. Before, so last summer, I had the opportunity to go back to China after like 8 years, I think. And I was so excited. And I take that as an opportunity to see how I feel to go back to China again, if I really like connect with the country. I feel like I took it as one of the main decisions for if this is the country that I see or project myself, like really studying, living there. So I actually like really connect with the country. I really love the culture, the people. So that's when when I came back to here to my university. I decided that I did want to study my master's in China, and that's when my actual serious research started. And to be honest, when I was first doing the research, I was kind of lost with the websites of the universities because like since there are Chinese universities and all this stuff, sometimes it's quite hard to connect with like the different times or some of like the VPN and that kind of stuff. But actually that's how I find China admissions, because when I was doing my research on universities, the website of China admissions was really easy to read, really easy to follow. And I kind of use it for compare like one of the universities, and something that I really liked. It's really like helpful for international students, to be honest, because it gives you the background of the universities, how does the dorms look like, the history of the city where the university is located, and it's really helpful. And I also use that, and it really helped me to compare like the programs, the universities. So that's how I kind of find China admissions, and I really like it. It was really helpful, to be honest.
Why did you choose to apply through China admissions? What made our platform stand out for you?
So what made me decide to like actually contact you guys, it was like how trustworthy it's like actually the website and also the reviews. I really, really like to follow by that, because I feel like it's the other perspective of other people from the from China admissions, and I really like get to see how like the testimonies from other students through YouTube as well. I get to see like some of interviews. You guys see like I see that you guys give advices. Also, you guys post like blogs of like how to for the interview and like all the requirements. So I really love that you guys seem like follow or help the students in the entire process. And I see that it was a trustworthy agency. So that's why I decided to contact you guys. And to be honest, that was like one of the best decisions I have ever made, because without it, it's quite hard, to be honest, to contact the universities, to understand the process. I think we can talk about that more in the process in general. But yeah, definitely you guys help a lot of that.
How was your experience with a call with us, and then your experience maybe writing your personal statement or the interview preparation test and everything that we gave to you? Maybe you can share about that.
So I remember when I first booked the first meeting with you, actually, like I know like what area I wanted to focus on looking a master's or like a program, but I actually didn't know what are the best universities that fits with my profile as a student. And you guys helped me like with which universities are the best ones that fits with, for example, my GPA, my extracurriculars. So I feel like those are mainly important factors that you need to focus when when you're going to apply for a university. So you, based on my profile, you help me to find the best universities for the programs and according to me. And also you take in mind also the locations where I do wanted to like study and all the stuff. So I feel like that was really helpful because like you kind of helped me to guide the path of where I was going to apply for. And from that, we have been like, if I had a question, and I booked an interview with you. Sorry, well, a meeting. But yeah, it was like you were always, and all the team, Rubelina as well. Like you guys were always like on track with like the requirement documents. Like if I'm have some questions, like also something that I really like is that if I have a question, when I send an email, like I get a reply like a few hours after I send the email. And I was like thinking about it because sometimes the time of difference can be hard,
Yeah.
but you guys reply, to be honest, really quickly. And so, for example, I send an email like when I'm at night here, right? Right when I wake up, like at 8 a.m., I already see the reply from you, and it's so helpful. And like, because I don't have to like overthinking, oh, like what should the answer should be here, or what should I do follow. But it's really helpful, and that's actually one of the things that actually surprised me. And but yeah, like the entire process was really nice, really smooth. I don't had any issue, to be honest, and if I had questions, you always were like there for helping me. And yeah.
Wow, that's amazing experience. We would love to happy to assist you, of course. How far along are you now in securing your dream university in China? Have you started preparing for the move or sorted accommodation and everything?
So right now, I'm waiting actually for the university to send me like my form.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how the form it's called, the letters, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for them to send me that so I can apply
Yeah.
to the visa in
Yeah.
my home country. And after that, I think I will be able to book my dorms. But it was actually really helpful because I get to see like some videos or some like informations about about the dorms that they offer, the university. And I kind of have an idea of what dorms I would like to like get or like to choose if I have the opportunity. And yeah, so right now I'm just waiting for like I already secured my place, but I'm just waiting for them to send me the documents so I can start my
I
visa
see.
process.
Yeah, you're waiting the JW form visa and also letter of acceptance to
Yes.
your home country, and then you can apply the student visa, and then you can come to China.
So actually that you just mentioned about the information like what to do after you apply, like what
Mm-hmm.
you need to do. It's
Mm-hmm.
really helpful because actually receive an email from like all the next steps that I need to follow according to like the documents, the form, then applying to the visa. And
Mm-hmm.
like I received like you guys gave me like I received an email with that information of how can like an ebook kind of like that. And I was reading it and it was so fun to like
Yeah.
to read because I kind of know what to do after it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I kind of know what to do
Yeah.
after like I finish one step. And that's actually really helpful, especially since I didn't know where to start when I was looking for applying.
I see. Yeah, that's part of our VIP service. So, guys, if you wanna,
Mhm.
if you need more support with our VIP service, yeah, feel free to contact us. Feel free to book a call with us, and yeah, we will explain all of that for you. On scale 1 to 10, how would you rate your experience with China admissions and why?
To be honest, it will be a 10. Like, but like I'll say my main reasons why I'm putting a 10.
Okay.
To be honest, like I had non-issues and I thought like I will be sometimes I was kind of scared to ask so many questions because
Mhm.
like for example, one of the hardest things for me especially was the difference of applying for example for the personal statement that the university asks you are
Mhm.
so different from like the format of United States university wants you to give them from the Chinese universities. That was actually one of the hardest things because like they have like, and it kind of makes sense because of the culture difference because they want you to be more straightforward. Like the reasons, also because the applications are kind of different because here it was like undergraduate degree and for China is a master's. So
Mhm.
uh, I was so confused, but like you did help me like and answer all my questions in something that I really love. That is that you gave me advices on how to like even make it like my personal statement even look better and trying to also like using the format of what Chinese universities actually want to know. Like, that's the kind of stuff that you don't know if you don't know where to start and especially if you don't have any idea like what is the main difference. And like I have to say like some things it kind of is similar but it's
Mhm.
also the opposite. And if definitely if I would have like applying by myself I wouldn't like I would be totally lost. And like that's one of the reasons I actually love like China admissions because um you always keep asking me if I have a question. So yeah, like I would like when I was afraid to like asking questions with the past of like the meetings and like and everything, I feel even more comfortable to like just ask the questions that I had. And like yeah, so you guys make me feel comfortable with all the process and I wasn't afraid anymore to ask questions or like yeah, I feel like comfortable with the process. And that's why I was mentioning that it was so smooth that I didn't even realize when I got accepted. So it's just like so crazy how like all the process was really nice. And that's why I give it
Mhm.
a 10. It's not like I'm just trying to like just saying, oh yeah. But that's my honest review. Like that's my personal um like experience. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm also like glad to doing this interview.
Yeah, finally. Would you recommend China admissions to other students? And do you have any advice for international students who are considering applying to the Chinese university?
I think my main question was already answered, but like definitely I do recommend it. And even though like if you're starting to doing your research, you can see like it's actually really helpful because of their website and like how smooth like everything it is, and they make the thing so much easier for international students when you are thinking to apply to Chinese universities. That's something that really liked, and like to be honest, that's one of the things that makes me wanna to book that call. So yeah, I do recommend China admissions. And one advice that I will give in general, like to people who are thinking to apply to China, to Chinese universities in general, will be like do your research. I think that's the main one of the main important things. For example, what I did is like when I was thinking to do and when I was building my list, I kind of separate factors that are important to me, and such as like location, program, um, opportunities that the university gives you, because that's really important. You want to also think about like, okay, right after I graduate or when I'm about to graduate, what does the university can give me, or what I can like get from the university. That's something really important that you also want to think when you are applying, not just like the start, but also like when you're about to like finish. And that's also one of the reasons I like sessions, because like the networking, it's really really good, and it's huge, and the opportunities and everything. So I feel like just think about like the main factors that does really matter for you, and based on that you start looking for the universities. And yeah, just everything. I know that the experience for each student might be different, and of course it's going to be different, but as long as you have in mind what your goal is and what you're going for, you're going to be good. And definitely like one key part for my process, it was like contacting China admissions, because like I was also like um I wasn't lost at all. So yeah, I think that will be my advice for international students that are thinking to apply for.
Thank you so much, Brenda, for sharing your story, tips with us. And we are so excited your future at Zhejiang University and wish you all the best. And thank you for everyone watching.
Thank you.
See you in our next video. Bye. Thank you, Brenda.